Hey everybody, so I just wanted to go through quickly how I stretched my ears to the size that they are now. I am currently at 3/4 of an inch. Went from, how big was it, like a 14 to a 0, and then from a 0 to 5/8, and then to the size I am now. Sorry about the lighting in this video. It's like 7:30 in the morning, and I have school at 9, like I have to go to school soon, so might as well do it now, you know? When I first started stretching my ears, information is like the most important thing that you could possibly get, especially when you're going into body modification stuff. Especially when it has to do with like your ears and stuff. Now, some people's ears are more elastic than others. I'm fortunate enough to have like kind of stretchy ears. Other people aren't so lucky. So yeah, I don't recommend skipping sizes. Don't do that. Don't do it. If you're going to stretch with tapers, make sure you use surgical grade steel, stainless steel. Concave tapers are possibly the best ones to use. They may be they may be more expensive than, you know, the acrylic kind, but like in the long run, they're so much better for your ears than acrylic ones, because, well, acrylic can't really be sterilized. Good. But yeah, it's always good to use stainless steel. And it's good to have like an end goal size. Now, originally my end goal size was to be about an inch. Right now I'm at 3/4 of an inch, which is a pretty decent size for me, I feel, especially with the way my ears are. I don't have blowout at all, because I stretched properly. Now, I didn't use tapers when I first started. I used, I just went up throughout the gauge measurement. So my ears originally, when I first got them pierced, when I first did them, they were about 16, I think, 16, 18-ish. As are most people's when they start out. And then I gradually went up. I think I went from a 16 to a 14, I think. I'm not sure. Can't remember. It's been like almost 7-ish years, 7, 8 years now. But yeah, I did that, and then I slowly went up. I used stainless steel claw taper, which is like a circular kind of taper, to get to a 0, and then after that I used, I bought a couple like acrylic tapers that I didn't really stretch with. I didn't stretch with them, I just used them as like a stopping point, if that makes sense, because I, when I was a 0, I was a 0 for about 3 years, and then I gradually went up to 5/8. And it took me roughly 4 months to do that. And then I used tape. That's what I used, yeah. I made these plug things out of electrical tape that were the same size as my plugs that I had originally when I was a 0. And then I wrapped them with, what's it called, PTFE tape, I think, or bondage tape or something. It was that stuff, and I ended up using that and wrapping it around and slowly going up to 5/8. And then I did that again a couple months ago when I wanted to go bigger. To be perfectly honest, I just wanted to be able to do this just because I don't know why. Like, when people see themselves, like, say, in their dreams or something, you have that, like, ideal image of yourself and what you look like. With me, there are certain things that aren't there yet, if that makes any sense, and eventually I will get them, if that, I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but, like, you know, whatever. yeah, when you first start out stretching your ears, if you are at a 16 gauge, um, my biggest like like if I could recommend anything to do is to start wearing heavier earrings. I know that sounds rather odd, but that will slowly stretch your ears just a little bit so you can like fit in, say, like a 14 or whatever. Like my mother, for instance, she wears, well, used to wear like really heavy jewelry and heavy earrings, and she could probably fit like a 14 or a 10 in her ears right now. So like switching to heavier jewelry helps, and then you can gradually go into smaller gauges. And then, as I said before, make sure you use like stainless steel is the best that you can use. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise what to do with your ears. I mean, they're your ears. You know, make sure you have the information. Like, do some research before you even consider starting. Check the internet, talk to people. There was a couple kids in my high school that had stretched ears, but they didn't exactly do it properly. I remember my one guy friend like did it, and like he stretched from like a 14 to like a 0 in like a week, and his ears were like bleeding. So you don't want to do that to your ears. But yeah, make sure you stretch responsibly. That's like a big thing too. If it hurts, if your ears start to hurt, take your plugs out, downsize, because odds are you ripped your ears. There's these things called micro tears that when you go to bigger sizes get more apparent, which is why like when you take your plugs out, if like I stretched very slowly, so when I take my plugs out, they're like complete circles almost. But when you take your plugs out, some people say that you end up getting like a cat ass or whatever. Make sure you know, stretch very slowly. It's not a race by any means. Like I've been doing this for a long time, and it took me quite a while to get to the size that I am now. It is in no means a race at all, and I don't understand, like, well, I guess I can understand why some people, they see it and they're like, oh, I want my ears to be that big, like, now. So they, you know, just rush, and it ends up fucking them over. But it is not a race. Take your time. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. As I said before, just take your time with it. It's your body. You do what you want. And take all the time that you need to do it. It's better to have healthy ears than, you know, shit ears. After you're done stretching, your ears are going to be a little, like, tender-ish. Make sure you have the right kind of plugs or eyelets or whatever as your end size. It's always good to use stainless steel after you're done stretching. Don't use acrylic. Acrylic is porous, same with wood and anything else. All that stuff is porous. After you're done stretching, use like surgical grade glass or stainless steel. Those are the best things for when your ears are starting to heal. If you get blowout, make sure you use like creams. They have stretching creams, the, what's it called, oil, the jojoba whatever oil. Downsize and start again slower. I know a lot of people that have blowout. I don't think it's that big of a deal as long as you know, take care of it after. You know, there's lots of ways to like remove blowout. Like if you take out your plugs every day and wash your ears, I do this. I make sure to moisturize my ears and rub them, and that brings blood to the ears, helps circulate the blood in your ears, and if you have any scar tissue, it helps break down the scar tissue, which is essentially blowout, and that would help, you know, it brings white blood cells to the ears and helps break down that tissue. But yeah, what else is there that I can say that has not already been said on the internet? Yeah, just do it slowly. That's pretty much my biggest, like, recommendation thing. Get the information so you know what the fuck you're doing. Do it very slowly, like it's not a race. And use surgical grade steel for your resting plugs between stretching. Also, when you're in between stretching, it's always good to wait like a month or so before you stretch again, so keep that in mind. Sorry I've been so, like, monotoned in this video, and I haven't, you know, been acting weird. It is like 7:45 right now. And yeah, I'm very, you know, melancholic when I wake up, I guess, if that makes any sense. But yeah, take the time to subscribe up there, comment if you have any questions about stretching your ear holes. You can send me a message, whatever, like this video, I guess. Don't forget to check out my blog spot. That'd be very nice. I post updates on my artwork and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure that you saw this, me painting this in a video. I linked that with my blog spot as well, and it's actually done in the painting style of my university. I can't remember what it's called. When I do remember, I'll be sure to include it in my post that I made. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.